Passive voice with intransitive verbs. Breaking the rules. Hello, learners. Welcome to our lesson today. We're going to explore a rather interesting area of English grammar. Passive voice with intransitive verbs. Now, you might have heard that intransitive verbs can't be used in passive voice, but guess what? There are some exceptions we can play around with. To start with, let's remind ourselves what an intransitive verb is. An intransitive verb is one that does not need an object to complete its meaning. For instance, when we say, he sleeps, sleeps, is an intransitive verb. It doesn't need an object to make sense. When we talk about the passive voice, we generally think about actions done to something or someone, right? Like, the book was read by Mary. Here, the verb, read, is a transitive verb because it takes an object, the book. This is why the general rule is that intransitive verbs can't be used in the passive voice because there's no object to become the subject of the passive sentence. However, this rule is not absolute. English is a rich and complex language with its own quirks and exceptions. There are some intransitive verbs that can be used in the passive voice when they're paired with prepositions. These are known as prepositional verbs. For example, the verb, listen, is usually intransitive, but if we add a preposition like, to, it can be used in passive voice, as in, a story was listened to by the children. Here are some common intransitive verbs often seen in passive voice. 1. Happen. An accident happened, could become, an accident was happened upon. 2. Appear. A wild deer appears, could become, a wild deer is appeared to by the hikers. 3. Arrive. The train arrives, could become, the train is arrived at by the passengers. Remember, these are not the most natural or common ways to use these verbs, but it's possible and sometimes used for stylistic reasons. So there you have it, a special instance where intransitive verbs can be used in the passive voice. Even though English rules are usually reliable, they can sometimes be bent for the sake of creativity and expression. We hope you found this video enlightening and it has added a new layer to your understanding of English grammar. Stay curious, keep exploring, and happy learning.